So, what is going on with the COVID vaccine? So, during the pandemic, we had a COVID vaccine that came about as a result of the pandemic and the COVID virus, and the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, integrated or included that COVID vaccine as part of the vaccination requirements that are required for an immigrant who is going through a process to receive a green card. And so the CDC sets out the list of vaccines that are required, and anyone who is going through a process to receive a green card does have to complete a medical exam. And during this medical exam, that individual will receive vaccines if they don't already have them. And you take your vaccination records for the vaccines you've already received. And the CDC has that list of vaccinations, and the COVID vaccination was included on that list. Now, as of January 22nd, immigration made an announcement that the COVID vaccine is no longer required. And I know for a lot of individuals who did not want to receive the COVID vaccine, this comes as great news. And so, what does this mean if you are just in the middle of or just starting out on your immigration journey? This means that when you get to the medical exam component or requirement of your green card process, that you are not going to have to receive the COVID vaccine if you haven't already. And if you have received the COVID vaccine, that civil surgeon, that doctor that is certified by immigration is not going to require that you provide proof of your COVID vaccine. It also means that immigration is not going to send you a request for evidence or deny your application if you did not receive the COVID vaccine. The other thing that's important to understand is this is just specific to the COVID vaccine. It's only the COVID vaccine that's been removed from the list. All other vaccination requirements remain, such as, tetanus, and everything else that is on that CDC list. All of those other vaccines are still going to be required.